For your trousers, your jumpsuit, the down part of our jumpsuit, so I'll be first of all measuring 2.5. I'll be first of all measuring 2 or 2.5, but let me use 2 here. I'll then use my ruler and draft it. I will then come this side. Please measure, pardon me with this soft paper. I'm trying to like manage this paper. I ran out of paper. I'll come here, measure the same 2. Measure the same 2 here. You can use 2 or 2.5. I'm trying to manage paper, so that's why I'm using 2. 2.5 is your best bet. So after measuring that, I will then, we've already made the upper part of our jumpsuit, so I will subtract that upper part. My upper part is 20. I will subtract it. That 20 will be on this line. Then from there, I will start measuring to my full length. The full length of my jumpsuit is 64. So I'll measure my 64. I'll measure my 64 and then mark it out. Then after measuring my 54, I will then, if you want your jumpsuit to be very lengthy, like this kind of trousers that covers your shoe and all that, even if you are wearing a heel, you will add 7 inches from the full length. But if you want it to be normal, they'll be seeing your shoe and all that, but it will still be very lengthy and beautiful. You will add 5 inches to it. So me, I will add 5 inches to my own. That 5 inches covered your hemming allowance too. Then after that, I will measure my shoulder to knee. I will still place my tape on this place and measure my shoulder to knee. My shoulder to knee is 42. I will measure it. After that, I will use my ruler and connect it. Oh my God. Then after doing that, I will measure my body rise. That is my crotch. My crotch is 11, so I'll add 11 here. Come here and add 11. If you are not sure of what you measured, you can add half inch for ease. Then after that, I will measure my hip. I will be using 8 inches for my hip because I supposed to use 9, but the upper part I made it to come down very well. My normal half length is 18, so that's why I'm using 8. I'll mark it out. Then after that, I will then do my hip divide by 4. My hip divide by 4 will give me 11. So I'll mark my 11 here. Mark my 11 here on the crotch line too. I'll mark it on the waist and on the crotch line. Then after that, I will use my ruler and connect it. So after after doing that, I will then do my hip divide by 20. For my crotch depth, hip divide by 20. Whatever it gives me, I will measure it out here. It gave me 2.2. So sorry guys, I run out of paper, so I'm trying to use sew tape and complete this side. So my hip divide by 20 for the front crotch drafting. We want to concentrate here. Once you get here, right, this place is easy. So hip divide by 20 will give me 2.2. So I will come from this line. From this line, I will mark my 2.2. Then after doing that, I will come to the my hip line, come out by 0.2. The essence of coming out is for it to slant very well, for you to get the curve well. So I will connect from here to here, then so back to the main line. That's how I will connect it. Then after doing that, I will come here, measure my waist measurement. My waist measurement is waist divided by 4. My waist divided by 4 will give me 9.25. So I will come here, mark my 9.25. If you will be using that for the trousers, for the front part of your trousers, you can add extra 1 inch for your dart, but I don't like putting that on my front trousers. Then so I'll stop here, but if you're gonna put that, add 1 inch. Then after that, this is already my hip line, so I will use my French cuff, connect this to this. So the fairly slight part of the fairly curve of your French cuff, you will use it and connect it to your waist. Then after that, I'll come to the knee line. I will come to the knee line, go in by 1 inch. Then I will use my French cuff, connect it, the straight part. Then after that, I will measure out my, from here, from this 1 inch we came in with, I will do my knee divide by 2, round knee divide by 2. My round knee divide by 2 will give me 9. So I will measure out that 9 here. And then I will use my French cuff, connect it to this crotch. Then after connecting to this crotch, I will then go over to my ankle line. For my ankle, I will still go in by 1 inch. And then measure my ankle circumference. My ankle is 14, divide by 2 will give me 7. So I will measure my 7 here. So I will use my straight ruler, connect this to this, then connect this to this. So after that, guys, if from this point, if you are making a palazzo trousers, you can connect from here down to your waist, down to your ankle, and then connect from here down to your ankle too. Then if you want to make a straight trousers, you can just from here come out, depending on where you want the waist to start, you can just from here come out by one, from here come out by one, then connect it down. But for this particular video, the trousers I have, the jumpsuits are already made. I came out here by 1.5 by 2. I came out here by 2 and came out here by 2. Then from here I connect it to this place, then connect it to this place. So that's what I did. Connect it to the knee. That's what I did. So this is how the front part of your jumpsuit, that this is how it will be. If you are making a trousers, it will still be the same. So I want to draft the back part of it on this particular sheet too. So let me use the pen for the back. So for my back, I will first of all come here, measure from this line. I will measure backwards by 1.5. Then from this line I will measure backwards by 1. Then I will use my ruler and connect it. Then after doing that, I will come out, I will do my hip line divide by 10. Remember, the front part is hip line divide by 20. So this one is hip line divide by 10. Whatever it gives me, I will start from this place, this line, and measure. I got 4.2. I will start from this line, measure it out, then use my ruler, connect a straight line. Then after doing this, I'll connect a straight line to this point. Then after that, I will still come out here on this line, the same thing we did here. I will come out here by 0.2. Then I will use my curve, connect this to this. Then after that, I will connect it back to my main line. So I will from here, from this place, go up by 1.5. If the person does not really have butts like that, you will go up by 1. Like me, I went up by 1.5 for myself. Then if the person have a very big butt, you can go up by 2. It depends. But for this particular video, I'll be going up by 1.5. Then after that, I will measure from this 1.5 I went up with. I will measure my hip line, my waist divide by 4. My waist divide by 4 will be 9.25. So I will measure it out here. I will then connect the two together. Then after doing that, I will come here, measure my hip line. So my hip divide by 4 will give me 11. So I will measure my 11 from this line, this blue line, because this is where we are making this is the back part of our trousers. So I will measure my 11. So what I will measure I'll measure from here to here for my hip measurement for the back. Then from there I'll measure whatever I have here. I'll bring it down. I have 1.25. I'll bring it down to the crotch line. Then I'll come here, come out by 1 inch. From here I'll come out by 1 inch, come out by 1 inch for the down part. So I'll use my French curve and connect it. So I'll then connect this to my knee line. This is already one. I have the one already. Then after that, it has already gone down. From here, you go down to your ankle. So then after that, I will come here, go out here by 1 inch, connect it here. Connect it, do the same here, still go out, but this depends on the style of trousers you are making. I will still connect it back. So guys, the blue line is my back, while the black lines is my front. So for me to draft it out on my fabric, what I will do is place this paper on another paper, then mark out, use place this one on another paper, use this thing and trace it out. Tracing wheel, I will use it and trace it out on that paper, trace the back out on that paper. Then after tracing it out, I will remove it, then cut out the back and have only the front. Go back to the one I traced out and mark it. So this is it for the front. The black line is for the front, while the blue line is for the back. So guys, can you see how beautiful and easy it is? So this line is my front line, this one is my back line. So I'll place it on another pattern paper. I'll place it on another pattern paper and trace it out. So guys, when you trace it out, if you want to place it, you first of all trace out here, trace everything about the back out before you cut out the front. Then whatever style you want to make, I always do it, whether palazzo, something, anything, I always do it on my fabric. So I do keep this as my pattern. Whenever I need it, it will just be easier. That's why I made it pencil. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. So guys, so far so good. I've joined everything together. I supposed to make this plate detachable, but because my because my fabric is not enough, so I did it like this. I attached it. That's why here is a kind of bulgy. This line is supposed to be very light, but it's kind of bulky, but no problem. That's fine. That's fine by me. There's no issue with it. It's my outfit. So I've joined the trouser part, the jumpsuit part, that is the trouser part of the outfit. I've joined the flare. For the flare, I made it like, I made a little pleat in here just to add style to it. Then, so this is what we were trying to get when we were cutting our flare. So this is it. I want here to be like this, like handkerchief. Then for my jumpsuit, for you to get this neat finishing, for jumpsuit, for you to get this neat finishing, you have to like close here, close it with hemming gum. After closing it, I tack it small, like I tap it, I gave like 2 inches gap and tack each other. I did the same here. So after that, please, while sewing your outfit, after sewing, iron, spread and iron the same line from the back side, and then after that turn it to the front and then iron it so that it will be very smooth. So that is it for now. So right now I will go ahead and measure my neckline, because this outfit will be a turtleneck. So I'll go ahead, measure my neckline like this, and then cut it on my, cut the turtleneck part of it. So guys, we will measure it round, like the neckline from the back, we'll measure it round. So I used net to turn the back line, the back, because the back is gonna be open. So I used net to turn it. So I will then measure from here. So I got 16 for my turtleneck. Got 16. So what I will do right now is to use this paper. I will use it and draft my turtleneck. So for my turtleneck line, I will come here, measure 3 inches. Measure 3 inches. So since it's 16, I will do 16 divided by 2. That will give me 8. Because we are marking the half of it. So after that, I will still divide here by 2. I will divide here by 2 and mark. Then after doing that, I will then come here. My turtleneck will be 1.5 inches. I will come here, measure my 1.5. Come here, measure my 1.5. Come here and measure my 1.5. Then after that, you know, this line will now be like this, but you know that our neck, if we should cut it straight like this, it's not gonna relax on our neck. So what we will do is we will come here, go up by 1 inch, then from here we will go up by 1.5 inch. So I will then connect this to this. Then connect this line to this. So this is how it will be. So for it to be straight, I will come in here by 0.2 and I'll connect. So this will be our turtleneck. Next thing I will do is to cut so that it will relax on our neckline. So this is our neckline. Here is the back. Here is the front. So I will now place it on my. So guys, you will place it like this. You know that the front part will be on fold, then the back part. So I'll place it like this, then add ½ inch sewing allowance all through. So this is it. I will then turn it. I will first of all, after cutting it, I'll first of all sew here. I'll sew here, then sew here, sew here, then fix it to my outfit with ½ inch sewing allowance. So guys, I've sewn it with ½ inch round. So next thing I will do is to cut out the excesses. I will cut it out because it won't be nice if you are seeing those things there. Because my lace is transparent, so it's very necessary you cut it all around. After cutting it, I will turn it. After turning, then I will press it. You see how coffee it is? You see it? So I will iron it, press it so that it will be relaxed. After pressing it, maybe next video you'll see is when I must have fixed it. I will now fix it with ½ inch sewing allowance, but before I do that, I might iron it in. The ½ inch I will use, I will iron it in, then fix it. So guys, this is how it is after ironing. This is how it will be. I've ironed in my ½ inch I will use in sewing it. So the next thing I will do is to go and fix it. While fixing it, you will first of all so guys, this is how you will fix it. You first of all, you can use your pin as well. You first of all use this one, this ½ inch, sew it right round. But before you do that, mark your center front. Make sure that the center front, the center front of your outfit and the center front of the turtleneck stuff meet together. Sew it right round. Then use this one. After sewing it right round, you will use this one like this and close it so that the stitching, like you will now sew on top here with the matching color of thread, so that the stitching will not be showing. Thank you. So guys, I want to cut my sleeve right now. So my sleeve length is 24, so I'll measure the 24 downwards. This is it. My shoulder to elbow is 13. I've measured it already, which is this line. Then my shoulder to my bicep, where the curving will start, I will how to calculate it. You will do your bust divide by 12 plus 1. Bust divide by 12 plus 1. That's how you calculate your where the covering will be. So my own will give me 4. I'll measure my 4 there. Then after that, I will measure my biceps. The biceps is the upper part of your arm. My own is 14.75. So my 14.75 divided by 2 will give me 7 points. Whatever it gives me, I will mark it here. Then I will connect this to this. Then after doing that, I will divide this into 2. I will divide it into 2. Then mark the center. Then still divide this into 2. I will mark it, still come here, do the same thing, mark it. So I will use my French curve and connect this. I will measure 1 inch away, 1 or 1.5 inches away. Then from there, it will go like this. Because I'm using a stretchy fabric for the sleeves, I'm using a stretchy fabric, so I'll use my front and back the same. My front and back will be the same thing. I'm not gonna do like front separate and back separate. My front and back will be the same thing. So after drafting it, I will measure my elbow measurement. For my elbow is 12. So I'll come here, measure my 12 divided by 2 is 6. I'll measure my 6. Then come to my wrist. My wrist measurement is 9. So 9. So I'll come here, measure my 4.5. So I'll use my French curve, connect this to this. Then I'll use the straight part, connect this to the wrist. Then after that, I will cut. So guys, this is my sleeve. Then after doing this, I will bring my fabric. So this lace, there is I will look for the stretchy part. So this is the stretchy part. It stretches like this. So I will then fold it into 2. I will now fold the part I need. It will be unfold. It will unfold. So because this stretches very well, it stretches well, so I won't be putting sewing allowance. If I will put at all, it will be like 1/2 inch. I'll hold it with my pin. As a tailor, pin should be your best friend because it makes the work very easy. So after that, I'll cut. I didn't really add sewing allowance to this, but I'll add here because it's somehow a stretchy fabric. It's very stretchy, so I'll only add 1/2 inch sewing allowance here. If I'm using a stretchy fabric, I don't normally add sewing allowance so that it fits very well. So after this, I will then again for my second sleeve. So I have my 2 sleeves here. I will notch the tip here. So this is my sleeve. I will go over to my sewing table and then I will show you guys when I'm done.